we've completed no voice training. First thing I'm going to do is to demonstrate how Dragon Medical works with a sample gastroenterology report. I'll need to load the gastroenterology vocabulary. I'll do that now. Tools, vocabulary, manage vocabularies, new. Here it is. There's many different vocabularies and we can advise you about this. Gastroenterology. Cap that. So that's loading the vocabulary and it'll be active until I switch to another vocabulary. You can add as many vocabularies as you want, however, you'll only have one active at a time, but it's easy to shift between them. Alright, so now we'll dictate our sample report. So here we go, no training whatsoever. It hasn't heard me say anything before, and we're going to give it a full sample upper endoscopy sample report. Description : upper endoscopy with removal of food impaction. New paragraph. History of present illness: a 92-year-old lady with a history of dysphagia on and off for 2 years. Full stop. She comes in this morning with complaints of inability to swallow anything, including her saliva. Full stop. She started almost a day earlier. Full stop. She was eating lunch and had beef stew and suddenly noticed an inability to finish her meal and since then has not been able to eat anything. Full stop. She is on Coumadin and her INR is 2.5. New paragraph. Operative note: informed consent was obtained from patient. Full stop. The risk of aspiration, bleeding, perforation, infection and serious risk, including need for surgery and ICU stay, particularly in view of food impaction, for almost a day was discussed. Full stop. Daughter was also informed about the procedure and risk. Full stop. Conscious sedation initially was administered with Versed 2 milligrams and fentanyl 50 micrograms. Full stop. New paragraph. The scope was advanced in the esophagus and showed liquid and solid particles from mid-esophagus all the way through to the distal esophagus. Full stop. There was meat bolus in the distal esophagus. Full stop. This was visualized after clearing the liquid material and particles of what appeared to be carrots. Full stop. The patient, however, was not tolerating the conscious sedation. Full stop. Hence, Dr. Smith was consulted and we continued the procedure with propofol sedation. Full stop. New paragraph. The scope was reintroduced into the esophagus after propofol sedation. Full stop. Initially, a Roth net was used and some small amounts of food in the distal esophagus was removed with the Roth net. Full stop. Then, a snare was used to cut the meat bolus into pieces, as it was very soft. Full stop. Small pieces were grabbed with the snare and pulled out. Full stop. Thereafter, the residual soft meat bolus was passed into the stomach along with the scope, which was passed between the bolus and the esophageal wall carefully. Full stop. The patient had severe bruising and submucosal hemorrhage in the esophagus, possibly due to long-standing bolus impaction and Coumadin therapy. Full stop. No active bleeding was seen. Full stop. There was a distal esophageal stricture, which caused slight resistance to the passage of the scope into the stomach. Full stop. As this area was extremely inflamed, a dilation was not attempted. Full stop. New paragraph. Impression: distal esophageal structure. Scratch that. Distal esophageal stricture with food impaction. Full stop. Treated as described above. Full stop. New paragraph. Recommendations: IV Protonex 40 milligrams Q12H, full stop. Clear liquid diet for 24 hours, full stop. If the patient is stable, thereafter she may take soft pureed diet only until next endoscopy, which will be scheduled in 3 to 4 weeks, full stop. She should take Prevacid Solutab 30 mg BID on discharge. Full stop, new paragraph. So that's Dragon Medical 4 as soon as you install it without any training. It's pretty impressive. If you've got any questions, visit our website, voicerecognition.com.au, and you can call 1300 255 900. And don't forget, our website has lots more information about Dragon Medical here. Pricing information, you can buy online. But as I said, give us a call and we'll answer any question you might have. Be great to hear from you. Thanks.